For many years the king of the beast and demons has gotten female human sacrifices. He gets these women and eats them to show people how demons are more powerful. Then one day something changed. For the 99th sacrifice he got a human woman who was not scared at all. This woman was called Sariphi and she did not fear the beast king. She did not scare easily by him or any other monsters. She wanted to die as she did not have a home or a family, for her life was hell. The king was very interested in this woman and her way of life. For that reason, he decided to allow her to stay by his side and work for him. Slowly Sariphi gained more power. She was a human sacrifice and maybe she ends up being the queen of the demons and monsters. The story begins when we meet Sariphi. She lives a very boring and ordinary life. One day she is captured and put in chains. She is then transported to the kingdom of beasts, where she will become a human sacrifice for the king of the beasts. When Sariphi arrives, she proves that she is not like the other girls before her. She is strong and fierce. She starts to insult the beast chancellor Anubis and she proves that she is not afraid of anything. The king finds this very interesting as this girl seems very different. We learn more about Sariphi. Her name means sacrifice and her adoptive parents raised her to be a replacement for their daughter so that she dies instead. From the start of her life, she was prepared to die at this moment. Sariphi has already accepted that she is going to die. The king does not want to kill her right away. Instead, he acts like she is his guest. The two of them go into the border town and get to know each other. They go into a town where the flowers grow. Finally, the night of the human sacrifices arrives. Sariphi is placed in a dark and underground room. There an assassin arrives and this killer plans to get rid of the king. Suddenly a human arrives and beats up the assassin. It is then revealed that this human is actually the king of the beasts himself. His mother was actually human and that is why on certain moonlight nights he transforms from a monster to a human. He actually does not kill the women that arrive as sacrifices. He lets them go and cuts himself to look like there is blood everywhere. The king then breaks Sariphi out of her chains. The following day, when he is a beast once more, the king announces that Sariphi will be his queen. The entire beast court is angry at him. Sariphi then starts to call King Leonhardt. The entire court that works for the king tries to tell him that having a human as the beast queen is a bad idea. The king ignores all of them as he has made up his mind. The king tells Sariphi that she cannot call him Leonhardt as they have to trick everyone so that nobody finds out about his secret. Sariphi starts to like her time in the castle. She uses paper flowers and decorates the palace. Sariphi also likes Leonhardt. She thinks that he is like a cute and gentle teddy bear. He has a very kind and gentle nature, so she likes him. Soon after, there is an event where everyone in the Beast Kingdom will learn that Sariphi is their new queen. There are many guests at this event and they all come from various beast races. They are all surprised when they find out that a human is their queen. Sariphi is very nice to everyone. She even helps the servants with the food. The guests and Leonhardt are all impressed with her. A reptilian beast embarrasses Sariphi so that she spills some drinks. Leonhardt is furious at this beast and plans to kill him. Sariphi stops Leonhardt as she does not want any violence or killing. When the event is over, Sariphi feels guilty about not helping enough. She thinks she was useless. The king then praises her for all her help. He takes her on a dragon ride. They go to a private bar and they talk. Leonhardt tells her that she did just what she needed to. She helped him control his violent nature. Sariphi wants to learn more about the kingdom of the beasts. Anubis does not like her that much and he thinks she is not good at learning. Anubis and Sariphi talk about the king and Anubis admits that the king never takes any breaks and he works way too hard. Sariphi wants to help the king, so she asks Leonhardt to go for a walk with her in town. Leonhardt puts on a disguise and goes on the walk. They walk in town and have fun with the locals living there. They even help a small child find its mother. Sariphi was wearing a beast costume the entire time, but soon everyone realizes that she is a human and they get aggressive. Leonhardt saves Sariphi and takes her back to the palace. There the doctors learn that she has been poisoned. Sariphi later woke up in a human town and she was taken care of by a doctor and his wife. They told her that someone delivered her in front of their door and left a note, but they cannot read it as it was written in the beast. Sariphi decided to stay here and help these people who saved her life. Soon the people in town found out that she was supposed to be sacrificed, so they attacked her new home. The doctor then had to kick her out and she left. Sariphi was once more totally alone and sad. Soon Leonhardt in his human form wounded her and explained that he only left here and there until he found a ring that could cure her poison. They returned back to the Beast Kingdom and Sariphi loves her new ring. Sariphi wanted to learn more about Leonhardt and his origins, but she found out that his mother pretended to be a beast. Soon after that she met Vivian, who is the princess of beast cats. Many other princesses in that kingdom want to marry Leonhardt and be the queen. Vivian really wants to be with Leonhardt, so she tries to seduce him. Sariphi arrives and sees that, so she is jealous. Sariphi later met Amit, who is the princess of the reptilian beasts. These beasts have been in exile for a while. Jormungand is a reptilian captain. Amit has been in love with Jormungand for many years, ever since he saved her life when they were young. There is a special event to celebrate Jormungand, and some evil princesses destroy the dress that Amit is wearing. Sariphi decides to help her new friend and gives her a new dress. Everyone is now really impressed with Amit and her dress. Jormungand is also happy to see her. Vivian gets Sariphi alone and threatens her as she plans to seduce Leonhardt and make him her puppet. Amit finds and defends Sariphi. Then Leonhardt arrives and angrily orders Vivian to get out. The princesses go home except for Amit, whom Leonhardt makes Sariphi's assistant. Leonhardt tells Sariphi that he does not need any other woman by his side. He only needs her. This makes Sariphi emotional, as this is a very romantic moment. Anubis talks with Sariphi and tells her that she must prove her worth as a queen. She must summon a holy beast. Leonhardt does not want Sariphi to be in danger, and also she does not have any magic powers. Sariphi wants to be useful, so she accepts this, but she ruins the spell and gets hurt in the process. Sariphi must rest, but she tells Leonhardt that she is willing to risk her own life for him. Leonhardt wants her to be safe and to live for him and with him. Sariphi is now motivated and full of energy. She performs the spell and summons a baby phoenix, Bennu. Bennu is very mean to others, and he is full of himself and is insulted when Anubis doubts he is really a phoenix. The only person that can understand Bennu is Sariphi. The others do not understand his speech. Bennu confides that he was reduced to his current state after he used up all his power healing soldiers on the battlefield. A pair of assassins fire an arrow at Bennu, which grazes him and knocks him off a wall. Sariphi instinctively jumps out a window to try to catch him. To save her, Bennu transforms into his full phoenix form, catches her, and flies into the sky. Now everyone is amazed, and they cannot believe that a normal human summoned a phoenix. The assassins who tried to shoot at Bennu are captured, and they question their motivation. They admit that they only fired because they wanted to kill a human. Soon after that, a human attacks the guards, and he wants to speak with Leonhardt. This human is put in prison. This human wants to get revenge because he thinks that the Beast King has killed Sariphi. Soon he realizes that Sariphi is alive and happy. Sariphi tells Leonhardt that this human is a childhood friend of Ilya who does not like beasts. Beasts have been attacking his village for many years, so he hates all of them. Sariphi tells Leonhardt to release him, and he does. Ilya then faints from hunger, and they put him in the guest room to recover. They bring him food, but Ilya is not nice to Amit, who is a beast. Ilya wants Sariphi to come with him, but she tells him that she is going to marry Leonhardt in the future. Ilya then hits Sariphi and kidnaps her. Leonhardt decides to follow them and bring his love Sariphi home. Bennu also wants to help Leonhardt find Sariphi, and they start to track her down. Bennu still cannot communicate with Leonhardt, but he can track Sariphi. Ilya takes Sariphi on his horse, but soon they get attacked by some monsters. Ilya is strong enough to kill those monsters. Still, there was a child beast among them, and Ilya plans to kill it. Sariphi then stops him and saves the child beast so that it runs away. Ilya tells Sariphi that all beasts are evil, and also that he is in love with him. Sariphi tells him that she doesn't love him and that there are good and evil beasts. The same is with humans. Leonhardt soon arrives and he fights Ilya. Leonhardt gets stabbed during the battle. Sariphi starts to cry for Leonhardt as she is scared he might die. Ilya realizes that he is the bad guy. Leonhardt is healed fully, and they allow Ilya to return to the human world. He feels sorry for what he has done. When Sariphi returns to the palace, there is a great party in her honor. She wants to help humans and beasts be at peace in the future. Duke Galwa is a hero in the Beast Kingdom, and they throw a giant event in his honor. Galwa is not very kind to his servants, and he is also very mean to Sariphi because she is a human. Sariphi wants to be nice and give Duke Galwa a tour of the palace. Still, he constantly gets angry at her and insults her. Sariphi is very hurt and leaves, but Leonhardt follows her. They eat some food together and kiss. Sariphi later tries to dance with Galwa to make the situation better, but his servant tells Sariphi that Galios was tortured by humans. Galios attacks his servant, but Sariphi protects the servant. Galios tries to attack Sariphi, but his servant saves her life. It is then revealed that the servant is actually the real Galwa, and the fake Galwa is his son Jaws. Galwa wanted to test Sariphi and how she is going to be as a queen. She has passed his test and she is going to be great. After the event is over, Leonhardt and Sariphi dance alone. The end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new anime recaps.